we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Balls will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying.
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Ocean from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. Short gain on the play before he slides. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Snap from the gun on third down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And the Vols will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Kentucky has it back and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. The lone back's got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time. And turning it on! And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. It's a draw. Quick spin on the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To the ground with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They're testing the right side here. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line is set on 3rd down. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lost to throw again. He caught it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Vols in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. To the air, it's Aguilar. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Vols will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. He lets one fly deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to...
It's a fumble! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. safe completion on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Vols decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Law. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Here comes the hurry up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Reads it, fires complete. Fighting off the defender. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Trying play action. Right on the money. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Touchdown ball. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. On the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Looking for a crease to the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Staley. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Bears the pressure. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're
turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Staley, and he'll be brought down. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. On the ground, it's Thomas. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the ball's moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Staley.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now,
He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much in the roughing the passer penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Aguilar. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tennessee! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
So here is the Tennessee offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Aguilar. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Gonna run it. It's McGowan. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Vols send out the punt unit. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fair catch called for and made. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Off play action. Fires to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The sure hands, it's Matthews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. The pull and throw off the RPO. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here's a quick throw out to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here is the Tennessee offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kick.
Breaks into the open. No, he got loose. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. With the catch, it's Matthews. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Splits the uprights. Good.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. To the air on 2nd down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. To the air on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick release by the QB.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Fires to the big fella.
Hold.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. Turning it on! And to use that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. They boot it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've had the ball twice and have yet to pick up a first down. Let's see if they can manufacture some yardage this time. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off a defender.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. to throw. It's Aguilar. Makes the grab. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Vols will hustle to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. They go right back to their man on second and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep your...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
First down.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kentucky going quickly.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He'll keep it himself. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fakes to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they'd like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The RPO, it's complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.